We're going to ask you to first tell us your name, first and last name, and where you're from, hometown.
Sure. My name is Charlotte Kuliak. Last name is spelled Kuliak, and my hometown is Chicago, Illinois.
Where are we right now?
We are in the birding tower at Perry Lakes Park, which is a natural area in Perry County in Alabama.
How high is it?
This is a 100-foot tall birding tower. It's the tallest of its kind in the Northern Hemisphere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, I asked you to tell us your name, but spell your first and last name for
sure.
me.
Charlotte is spelled Charlotte, and my last name is Kuliak.
And you're coming from where?
From Chicago.
From Chicago.
Yes, sir.
Chicago to Alabama, that must have been quite a journey.
It was indeed. I've really enjoyed it. Before I came for the fellows interview in February, I had never been south of the Mason-Dixon line, and I don't know if I'm going back. It's beautiful here. The weather's perfect. The people are very friendly. Southern hospitality is definitely a thing. And as you can see, there's nature here unparalleled just about anywhere. I'd never seen cypress trees before. I'd never seen Spanish moss.
Wow. Wow. Your project that you're working on with the fellows this term, tell us about that.
Sure. This is the Perry County Geocaching Trail, and it's a project by my partner Jackson and I. We decided to create a tourism initiative to try and attract people to Perry County to improve the region's economic development. So we're both avid geocachers. Geocaching is a sport played both online and in the real world. You get coordinates where people have hidden caches, and then you put those into your GPS device and you go around in the real world trying to find them. And when you find the cache, there's a box with a log, and you can write your name in the log, any comments, and you can see who's found it before you. You have the option of taking one of the prizes inside and leaving another one for someone else to find. And there are also trackable items that you can track on the geocaching.com website. So we have 4 trackable items, and each one has a goal. For instance, one of them, the goal is to visit every county in Alabama. So we can follow the progress of those, and we can see who's visited the cache by who's logged their visit on geocaching. So we can track in real time how successful of a project it was, and how many people we attracted to the region.
Now, in terms of installing these spots, we call them geocaching spots, or?
Yeah, you can call it a cache or a geocache site.
What does that involve? Tell us about that process.
Sure. Well, you have to walk this fine line between making it not so hard to find that geocachers can't find it, but also making it difficult enough to find that casual just passers-by won't come over and take it, or if they don't know what it is, possibly steal it. So we walk into an area. We've tried to choose sites in Perry County that we think would benefit from more tourism, that we think are beautiful sites that more people should see. So take Perry Lakes Park, for instance. It's a park that not many people know about. There's not great signage for it, but it has such a wealth of natural resources. So we chose to place 3 caches in here. And for each cache, we chose some of the more significant sites. For instance, this birding towers. Possibly it's the emblem of this park, and it's very recognizable. So we'd walk around near this birding tower and try and find a place, possibly under a log or under some brush, somewhere where it's not too difficult to find, and we kind of half bury it there. We use our GPS device, the one we have, to create a waypoint so that we know where it is, and then we submit those coordinates online, and hopefully people will find it and then recover it so that others can find it later.
You're from Chicago. You're majoring in again?
My major is environmental science.
So this is perfect for your major, isn't it?
Yes, I'm very pleased that I can spend most of my project working out here in nature.
How does this experience for 3 weeks extend that experience, your major, what you would learn in classes? How does this change that?
Sure. Well, all of my classes so far have been exclusively in the classroom, and I haven't had the opportunity to learn about the natural resources of Alabama in the natural resources of Alabama. So here I am walking around the park, and as I've been doing research for our informational brochure, or for just information about where to place the caches, I've ran into a lot of information about nature here, about which different trees there are, about different rare birds, and so I've been able to extend the knowledge that I've learned from my ecology class into this outdoor classroom here, and will hopefully be able to carry it on to my other classes later.
What does this say about the importance of experiential education, experiential learning?
Sure. Well, I've always believed that you can never learn everything there is to know in a classroom, sitting at a desk, or even out of books. You have to get into the real world in order to understand deeply what is in a place. So, let's see.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good. That's very
Okay.
good. No, you said quite a bit. Talk about how this is going to help you after you graduate. You finish your degree in environmental science.
Yes.
What do you do with an experience like this and the kind of things you've been doing with the Honors College and the University Fellows Program?
Sure. Well, from my experiences in the Honors College, I've learned that I want education and outreach to be a part of my career, wherever that may go. So I'm thinking at this point of starting a career in environmental education in order to pass this knowledge along to a younger generation, in order to pass this along to others so that they'll be inspired to preserve this natural area as well.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I'd like to thank the University Fellows experience for allowing me to have this experience, and of course to Perry County for being such a wonderful host to us.
Just for the sake of an experiment, I want you to answer one question using the microphone.
Sure.
But I want the students to see the difference. I want you to tell me that last answer again. Look back at me. This is with the mic.
Okay. Remind me of the question again.
Oh, the question was, what do you take from this experience after you graduate?
Sure. I'd like to have my career in environmental education so that I can pass along the knowledge that I've learned to younger generation.
Thank you so much, Charlotte.